This is the Ferrari 612 Scaglietti. With a massively powerful engine capable of blasting it from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just over 4 seconds, it's one of the fastest family cars in the world. But making a family-sized saloon drive like a sports car required some revolutionary engineering. So how do they do it? Modena, northern Italy. Famous for Pavarotti, tortellini and balsamic vinegar. But as any petrolhead will tell you, Modena is also the birthplace of the Ferrari sports car. Ferrari are famous for making powerful two-seaters. But they also wanted to create a four-seater family saloon that retained the handling of a sports car. What they came up with was the 612 Scaglietti. Powered by a 6-litre V12 engine, it can reach a top speed of 315 kilometers an hour and develops a monstrous 540 brake horsepower. More than enough acceleration to keep your kids firmly glued to the back seat in awestruck silence. But despite this incredible power, test driver Raffaele reckons the Scaglietti remains surprisingly easy to handle.
We always try to make the feeling of a racing car with a great soul, but usable in the everyday life.
The main challenge was to create a new lightweight chassis, as chief designer Andrea Ferrari explains.
On this car we decided to launch for the very first time on a 12-cylinder the aluminum technology for the chassis and the body.
So they teamed up with the world's leading producer of aluminium, Alcoa, and drew upon technology originally developed for the aerospace industry to create the space frame. At just 200 kilos, the space frame weighs just 1/3 of an equivalent chassis made from steel. But even though it's incredibly light, it's still extremely strong. Using a combination of 174 high-strength aluminium extrusions, sheets and castings, it can not only support the 230-kilo engine, but also withstand the impact of a crash. Much of that strength comes from the way the sections are joined together, using a technique called metal inert gas welding. This process injects aluminium wire and argon gas into all 58 meters of the space frame's welds before this Motoman robot puts 180 rivets into the assembled section in just a few minutes. With the space frame complete, it's transferred to the nearby assembly plant. Even at this early stage, every frame is paired up with a specific buyer, many of whom have been waiting for up to 3 years for their chance to join the exclusive Ferrari Owners Club. So from the moment the space frame rolls off the truck, it begins a fully customized assembly process. First, every weld is carefully examined by eye and any imperfections reworked. To ensure nothing has been missed, the roving arm on this robot then probes and prods the car's body like an over-enthusiastic acupuncturist, checking almost 600 different places over the course of an hour. The cars then come to the Ferrari beauty salon here in Maranello, where the body is spray painted and then polished to a sheen. All that remains now is to fit one last important detail: the engine. Recent Ferraris have their engines in the middle. But in the 612, there are 2 passenger seats there. So instead, the massive V12 engine sits directly behind the front axle, and a long central shaft connects it to a gearbox in the rear. Next comes a touch of dashing Italian style with the bespoke luxury leather interior. Ferrari's attention to detail is second to none and ensures every car is unique. Indeed, the designers even claim to have given the 612 engine its very own sound.
It's basically part of the emotion you have when you drive a Ferrari. It's very important for us.
There's no doubt the 612 Scaglietti employs some extraordinary technology. But if you want one, you'll not only need to wait 3 years, but also have the small matter of £200,000 burning a hole in your pocket. Still, on the bright side, Ferrari will throw in a set of matching luggage, which is nice of them.